Hello and welcome to CYU9. We're going to talk about text organizational structure. Don't panic. This is not a difficult concept. Text organizational structure is simply the way the passage is organized. There are 5 basic categories: sequence of events, problem and solution, cause and effect, question and answer, compare and contrast. It's time to train your brain. Consider the following scenario. Mike's girlfriend has just broken up with him. Now imagine that you are reading passages on a test that detail this breakup. It's probably not going to happen, but hey, let's just think about it. Here's what the different text organizational structures would look like. As you read, you can underline keywords that indicate the type of text structure. The first one in each passage has been identified for you. Sequence of events. Mike was in the kitchen finishing the details on his homemade birthday card for Hannah. Meanwhile, his mom had just taken brownies, Mike's only gift to Hannah, out of the oven. Later, when the doorbell rang, Mike was excited to greet Hannah and shower her with the birthday gifts. After a few hours, they relaxed in the family room and began watching the newest episode of Duck Dynasty. In the meantime, Mike received a flirtatious text message from Jackie, a girl he knows at school. Immediately, Hannah grabbed his phone and, after reading the message, stormed out of the house. 10 minutes later, Mike received a text message that Hannah had dumped him. Wah, wah. Problem and solution. Mike sat sulking, lonely and dejected. He had just been dumped by his girlfriend, Hannah. He wanted to win her back, but the question was how to do it. That's the problem. Mike began to consider all the things that may have made Hannah mad. One answer was admitting to himself that a homemade birthday card and brownies from his mom were a rather pathetic present. To solve his problem, he opened the daily paper and scanned the ads for job possibilities. He also reflected that Hannah is not a big Duck Dynasty fan. Mike resolved to let Hannah be in control of the remote if she takes him back. After reflecting on his recent texts, Mike realized that talking with Jackie, the fit cheerleader type, might not be good for his relationship with Hannah. Ready to apologize, Mike called Hannah, promised to change, and vowed to delete Jackie from his phone. What about the cause and effect? Hint, the word because will appear in a cause and effect selection. Mike and Hannah were celebrating her birthday at Mike's house. Because Mike had no job, he had no present. Yet Hannah was not upset by this. She adored Mike's homemade card and brownies that his mom made. However, while they were watching Mike's favorite episode of Duck Dynasty, he received a text message. Consequently, Hannah grabbed his phone before he could stop her. She read a rather flirtatious message from Jackie, and when Mike was unable to adequately explain his new friendship, Hannah became enraged. As a result, he tried to make things better by explaining he doesn't like the fit cheerleader type. For this reason, Hannah was completely insulted and stormed out of the house. This led to Hannah texting Mike that it was over. What about compare and contrast? According to Mike, Hannah and Jackie share many similarities and differences. Both girls are pretty, fun to talk to, and like brownies. However, Hannah enjoys spending evenings at home with Mike watching his favorite show, while Jackie relishes in cheering in front of large crowds at football games, soaking in the attention. Hannah also appreciates the small things in life, like homemade cards, as opposed to Jackie, who prefers to work out and receive flowers and jewelry. In fact, now that Mike thinks about it, Jackie seems to need a lot of attention compared to Hannah. He is even pretty sure that Jackie is texting other boys in his class. Hannah only has eyes for Mike. I don't really see how that's talking about their breakup, but hey, sure, that is definitely a comparison and contrast. What about question and answer? Why did Hannah dump Mike? Hannah dumped Mike because he was receiving flirtatious text messages from Jackie. Additionally, he hogged the remote and gave her a pitiful homemade birthday card and brownies that he didn't even make himself. How can Mike remedy the situation? He must delete Jackie from his phone list, get a job, and resign himself to watching Honey Boo Boo, Hannah's favorite show. Much like the author's purpose in Key 4, the key words will help you to determine the type of text structure being used. Since you don't have a group or partner to work with, this is something you're going to be doing on your own. It's time for you to identify text organizational structure. Read the passages below. Determine if each is either sequence of events, problem and solution, cause and effect, compare and contrast, or question and answer. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 questions in this CYU. And at the bottom here, optional train your brain. If you would like to complete this and send it to me in a Schoology message, I'll absolutely give you extra credit.